Hey, how you doing? This is Rob Balducci, and welcome to Track by Track for my new CD, which is called 821 Monroe Drive. And this is the 5th track on the CD, which is called Castle in the Air. And I really dig this track. There's a couple of cool things about this track that I want to share with you. First of all, the main riff and the melody to this track I've had since the Balance record, and I just never did anything with it. And I had it saved on little tapes and stuff. And so I went back to this and I started to mess around with the song when I thought I kind of attacked this song every time I'm doing a record. I never could finish it, but finally I did finish it. And the song used to have a title called Float, which ended up being a different song on the last record, which also has to do with the same concept, which is diabetes. So I'm a type 1 diabetic. I've been so since I'm 11 years old. Basically what happens is you can have these things that are called insulin reactions, where you take too much medication by accident, and you kind of go into an insulin reaction. So what happened with this one is, this actually happened at night, one night. And it could happen when you're sleeping. And, God forbid, you could die and stuff. And this was one of those times where I actually woke myself up. But that's where the title of the song comes from. So basically, I was in this kind of state where, I was sweating. What happens is you sweat a lot. I'm in my sleep. And I had the riff to this song in my head. Which is this repetitive riff that happens right before the solo break and throughout the song, and it's something that that you really can't get out of your head once you hear it. And while I was in this insulin reaction, that's the thing that actually kept me focused. Was listening to this part over and over again, and to me it felt like it was going on for eons. Who knows how long I was in this state, but it was happening a long time, and that's the thing that kept me focused. And then when the song ended in my mind, bam, I woke up and I found out that I was, really sick, and I was able to get some sugar and stuff and come out of it. But the next day, during that day, I started to think about, well, what can I name this song? And I went online and I started to look up dreams and the thesaurus to try and find out another word. And what was in there was Castle in the Air. So that's ended up what I call the song. I think it's a pretty cool title. The song has a really nice melody to it. To me, the main melody to the song, not the chorus, it has this like floating kind of feel to it, which I kind of really like. And it builds up, as usually my songs do, builds up through into this really nice lead section, breakdown and stuff. I hope you guys really dig this. Another interesting thing that I did on this record that I normally don't do on this track was I usually have settings that I usually like, and this was something that I decided to do was I basically put the middle up on 10, drop the treble down really lower than I normally have it, and bring the bass up about like halfway, and that was the tone for the record, and that was on the Cornford. And if you notice the tone during all the melody sections is definitely unique. So it's kind of a cool thing. And again, I hope you guys dig this. It's called Castle in the Air. And this record is now available at my website with special bundle packages, and it's also on downloadable sites if that's what you're into. But support through the site, because there are certain packages on there you can't get anywhere else, which is the backing tracks for the whole CD and stuff like that. And I want to thank everyone who's bought the CD so far. Thank you so much for your support. It really helps support and help support independent music. Really appreciate it. Thanks so much.